Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'll be doing a review of the Roku 3 4200R. My name is Max and I'm from MediaSearchProgram. Links will be below. Today we'll be discussing about the Roku 3, as previously mentioned, the apps you get, the features, news, searching, streaming channels, settings, themes, and all its cool, awesome gadgets and tips and tricks you can actually use with this and get out of this awesome device. The Roku 3 has, for technical specifications, HDMI output, which you can just see that I've got it connected to a monitor and a TV. Maximum output resolution of 1080p, and yes, it'll work on a 720 progressive TV if you have one, so it works with both. RAM 512 megabytes. It's 142 grams of weight, so it's lightweight, pretty nifty, awesome. It's got a dual-core Broadcom 900 MHz processor. Connectivity is 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, 802.11 BGN. Recommend using N because the rest is going to be slow. Bluetooth 4.0, so we got Bluetooth devices connected, Ethernet, USB, and a micro SD card. Now, with micro SD card, please keep in mind that it will need to be a class 2 or greater, minimum of 2 GB storage, maximum 8 GB as I have read on some forums and due to personal users' feedback. Now, if you're going to be running 32 GB or 64 GB micro SD card, like me, people say they have had problems, so I probably would not recommend it. Just stick from 2 to 8 GB, you should be fine. Higher than class 2, brilliant. Class 6 or higher, I cannot confirm if this does not work, but some people have reported issues with it, so just a warning to you all, and I have more information down below about the device. Talking about more about this, you get a thing called Miracast, Google Cast, which I'll be outlining more in this video. You get an awesome remote with back button, home, navigation, OK, the asterisks for options, go back, forwards, play, pause, A and B for games, and of course the famous head, the private listening jack. And of course, a USB to put in your USB stick full of media. Please keep in mind you'll need to use MKV or MP4 file extension formats when trying to use the Roku 3 for playing your videos. As you can see, Roku Media Player, there are probably other channels and apps out there for it, but I just use that one just to play a few things off the USB. Now, talking about channels, what do we get? We got Plex, YouTube, Google Play, Movies and TV, Sling, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Video, Showtime, and Angry Birds Space, which is a game. It's pretty fun, good for the kids. So babysitter, you probably don't need one, but I wouldn't recommend getting rid of one just yet. Plex, pretty much what it is in that where you can store all your TV shows, movies, music, and all that kind of jazz. So if you've got a Plex media server, which I currently have in my household, which I pretty much configured myself with help of my brother, it gives you access to all your movies that you can purchase, which I have done. Or if your friend mysteriously brings over for a little gift to a hard drive full of movies, don't ask where they came from. Definitely going to accept that because, it's a gift after all, thoughtful. Put it in. So what you can do is that if you want to look for some TV shows, you can just go by folder or browse all, or you can just do a quick little search, and we'll just quickly do Grimm. Just for the purpose of video, we'll just do a quick search for Grimm, just to we'll show you how it works really. There we go. Just gives it some time. It loads up. And it tells us, hey, you got 4 unwatched episodes, all of this kind of cool stuff. So that's pretty cool. It gives us the rating, the TV 14, of course, the season. So I'm on season 5 at the moment. So all that kind of cool stuff. So that's pretty cool. We'll just get out of here, really. And I've got different ones. Person of interest, huge, awesome show, but I'm not here to exactly, advertise them. I'm here to show you about a review. So we'll continue with the review itself. YouTube, same old, pretty much an app here that allows you to watch any video you want from YouTube, so you can search on YouTube whatever you want, really, whatever you really want, anyhow. So just let that load up. So loading times, reaction times is great, but please keep in mind that you will need a good internet connection. ADSL 2 Plus are really pretty much wouldn't recommend it. You're better with the cable connection. If you get cable, I have Telstra cable, it runs fantastic. I haven't had an issue, except sometimes, unfortunately, it's out of my control. It can stop working, and it's quite frustrating. Even on a beautiful sunny day, it can cut off, and that really does annoy me quite a fair bit. So we'll just over here do a quickly search on Arrow promo 4x22, which I'm a bit of an Arrow fan. And we can just quickly go here and show how it looks like. Here we go. Yeah, like I said, have a good internet connection. Recommended. We'll just go back just a little bit, and I'll quickly demonstrate to you how the private listening feature works. We'll press OK. And as you can tell, we'll just quickly do that. You can see up the top here, I'm using the volume keys on the remote to decrease and increase in volume. So it's pretty much these keys over here that says increase, decrease. We can just take it out now. I'll just demonstrate me taking that out. And like that. So that's pretty much how it works. So that's private listening for you. So if you are ever in your house at 3 in the morning and you're thinking, you know what, I like to watch a Game of Thrones episode, just make sure you have a VPN for that, which you can access via HBO now, and have a great list of different TV shows and other cool content. So VPN, if you live in Australia like I do, you'll need to have something like Unblock US maybe, or different providers, up to you. Please keep in mind that these providers will cost, depends on the location, depends on the currency fluctuations and etc. It'll cost anywhere between maybe $5 to $10. It just really depends on different scenarios. So you may want to keep that in mind. They can offer you yearly deals, so all that jazz. So I will put that information just down below. This looks like it's going to take its sweet time to load, really. Just give it a few more moments. Just checking where I am currently, exactly. So as you can tell that it just starts from try it free for a month, which I have tried HBO now. It's not bad, it's actually really good, so thumbs up to them, it's pretty good. $15 a month, so you do the mathematics anyhow. If you're in Australia, you've got Foxtel. Foxtel's awesome. I just think it's a bit too expensive for my needs. I'll quickly give you a quick summary of it, really. It's I think it's about $80 or something plus, just to sign up with them and some other things. I'm not exactly sure, so I cannot 100% be accurate with these details. But you do pay a fair bit of money for different packages, and they're not bad. It's just that it's a bit out of my budget. So unfortunately, I have had to cut the cord, and I said, you know what, this is cheaper. This is giving me a lot of content with a VPN, so I can't complain too much. At the end of the day, it's like a really good bang for your buck, if you ask me, but that's everyone's opinion. Foxtel is still great. I like it. Besides that, we'll just quickly just show you just a little search function. So if you go to search over here, you can actually look for TV shows. So I'm going to put Top Gear here, and it just tells me what it's about. So we'll just go to the actual original Top Gear, the UK version, the original really. And then season 23 to present. So you can see that they've got 3 videos on that. So you can go to Amazon, check out the catalog and say, hang on, you know what, this is pretty cool. So we're just going to start browsing here because I'm not really with Amazon at the moment. So you've got different episodes that you can watch, really. They actually sort of ruined Top Gear with the new host. Nothing against the bloke. I'm pretty sure he's a professional at it. I just miss Jeremy Clarkson, miss him. Besides that, not here to advertise Top Gear, really. But you can do different searches and all that cool kind of jazz. Now, a lot of people will be thinking, well, what about any other cool features of the Roku? Well, you guys get a remote. Remote can be for Windows phones, or it can be for Android and Apple. I've got one for the Windows phone, so pretty much you just find your own Roku, and you can just use it like that. So I'm just doing like that, and you get a lot of cool features like that. Now, as I said before about Miracast and the rest, yes, Miracast. Screen mirroring, should I say, really screen mirroring. You just tap on the phone of your screen mirroring, and I'm just going to quickly show you how that works, really. So just bear with me a moment, I'll just show you this quickly. So pretty much we're just over here, we're just going to go here, and we're just going to launch a Battlefield 1 official trailer. And we're just going to play it over here like so. Oh, sounds pretty good actually. Sounds very good. Private listening, please. Anyone? Oh wow, this looks great. I'm not sure how it looks on camera, but like in my view of field, holy moly, this looks good. Boom. And then private listening, it'll go to it, so you can use private listening to do the rest. Now when I didn't get rid of it, and there we go. This looks awesome. And yes, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a huge gamer and I'm into gaming for sure. Awesome. Okay, enough with advertising Battlefield. I'm not exactly here to do that, nor am I getting paid for that. But as you can see, you get so many cool features. Screen mirroring works like a beast. It's a really great tool. But let's get slightly into the conclusions here. Streaming channels. If you guys are if ladies and gentlemen are interested in streaming channels, you get so much. You can do your own search for them. You get movies and TV shows. You get a whole bunch of cool things. Like all these ones over here, Spectrum, Pluto, all that kind of stuff. So you can watch free TV. Please keep in mind, some of these channels you will be required, unfortunately, to have a cable, an actual cable connection. So like some of these, unfortunately, do require you to be like, hey, you know what? It's nice that you want to do this, but we sort of want you to have a cable connected to your house to gain access to this. You can do a channel search, or you can add them via the Roku website itself by logging in with your profile. That's pretty much when you go to the Roku website and you do a register for the first time. I'll have the links below on that. You can actually sign up without a credit card or with credit card. I use a non-credit card because I'm on a bit of a budget. I don't want to spend too much, so that's what I did. And pretty much some of these channels will ask you, well, you need a cable connection in this. But when setting up the actual Roku itself, you'll need a smart DNS if you live somewhere else, because if you don't, when you're actually setting the Roku app itself, it'll come up with an error saying you can't register. I've had that. Maybe they have fixed it now. I don't know. But it wasn't a device meant to be for overseas use. It was more or less supposed to be for the inside of the US use. Thus, I have a transformer that is certified for the Roku, but it is not the original US version of the transformer. Now, themes, games. You ladies and gentlemen, want to see the games? No worries. I'll quickly show that up before I conclude the video. As you can see, it's giving me low battery warning, so I've got to, touch up a little bit. This will just quickly load. Themes. If you're wondering about themes, you can get different themes. I'll quickly show you that. So that's pretty much Angry Birds. You're just using a controller like that, really. And all that kind of jazz. We'll just get out of that just quickly. You can get games, you can get paid games, news. If you want to see some technology news, sure, you can do that. So you can do all that kind of cool stuff. Google Fiber. Jeez, I wish we were getting fiber in Australia. I wonder what's going to happen. Hopefully someday. Anyhow, besides that, so you can just quickly see this video. And then I'll get to pretty much the conclusion of the actual device and why I would recommend it, or why not, or why wouldn't I recommend it. So you can just do a quick like that, and like that. So now, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, themes, you can get a whole bunch of different themes, so that's pretty cool. And when I have promotions, your theme automatically changes and all that jazz. So for the conclusion of the video, is this good? Yes, no. In all honest opinion, no BS, honesty. If you've got anywhere between $150 to $200, that's, unless price has dropped, depends on exchange foreign currencies and the rest like that. Would I buy this? If you want to do streaming, a bit of little, funny little casual gaming, what's or not, would I recommend it? Yeah, buy one. It's pretty good. I actually like it. It's nice. It's so cool. You get so many different channels, so many different content. It's awesome, amazing. Just keep in mind that check your internet bandwidth, make sure it doesn't use too much out, because those 720p's and those 1080 clips are gonna kill your internet. They will kill it. I've had one friend of mine who pretty much sort of destroyed his 200 gigabytes in about before the end of the month. Every month it cycles, so you have to watch out. But if you really want to cut the cord and you're a bit of a budget, this device itself can save you a lot of money. Not to mention you get awesome content. You'll need a router, unfortunately. That's one of the issues. You'll need a router. Link DSR 250N, you can pick them up for about $200. Great router, it'll do the job, or even cheaper with a TP-Link, I believe they're called. I'll put the information below. And buy one. Simple as that. Go for it. One of the best 1080p streaming boxes there is the Roku 3. I'm not getting paid to endorse this. Being honest with you, 100% honesty. Great product. I'll put my social media links maybe just around here or just down below. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Max from MediaSearchProgram. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you've got any friends who are interested in technology, please share it. I appreciate that a lot. And more cool stuff coming soon.